going. When people were asking me when I was just about to take my flight here, do you feel pressured? So I was like, no. Kasi sa Saudi, we're just so relaxed. I have team in Riyadh, I have team in Jeddah, I have team in Dabang. So I've been working with this team for months. Pero right now, my preparation here in the Philippines, medyo nahihirapan pa ako mag-adjust because I have team in Mindanao and I have team here as well. So I would say, magiging pabalik-balik ako because I would love to promote my province as well, which is the Sarangani and its hidden gems. Pero I think my team will do their best kasi this is the first time I'm gonna represent Sarangani and the Filipino Society of West Asia. Both of them are first time, so this is gonna be a history for them.
Not to mention ACESM.
Sorry?
ACESM.
To share that I'm about to start my training for the Aces and Queens.
Oh, yes. She's under ACESM. We are so thankful for ACESM and Queens for accepting us.
Question ko is, you grew up in Sarangani, di ba? I know, you were born in Sarangani and then raised in Cotabato and then raised in SA.
I grew up in Cotabato, Sarangani, Jensen, a little bit in Davao, Manila, Pasay City, and then Saudi Arabia. Yes.
Okay, dami pala. So, okay na ako.
Since when ka ba sa Saudi Arabia? Since?
I came to Saudi Arabia around 2016 po.
Because your mom is...
Right now,
Nung lumipad ka ng
Saudi, I was 16 po. Thank you. Okay, yes. Madami po kasing branches talaga ng magiging challenges nun. First is that, how are you gonna fight for your purpose being on the stage? Paano mo mapuprove sa mga tao na worth it yung pinaglalaban mo and they have to see this, they have to hear this because this is unnoticed. So, and aside from that, from your personal preparation, the challenges, you have to be mentally prepared, physically prepared, emotionally prepared. So I would say that it would take a lot of courage and confidence para ma-push through yung dream mo to be a beauty queen.
Can you talk about more about your team at kung gaano kahalaga ang team sa success ng isang kandidata?
Sorry, sir.
Can you talk more about your team at kung gaano kahalaga ang isang team sa success ng kandidata?
Yes, I agree with that. And to be honest with you, sir, sa Saudi Arabia, for my first two pageants, I was dependent. So, I would do my own makeup, I would do my own styling. For these two pageants, I won the title. So, nung third pageant ko na, nagka-team na ako. That's when I started to have a team. Then, na-realize ko na it's very important to have the best team who can work with you, na will push you. I mean, in the backstage, ayoko po kasi na masyado pressure na tayo, we should be professional, we should get ready like this, like that. I mean, like, we should just have to be relaxed and enjoy every moment. Makipagbiruan tayo, magpa-plan tayo, relax lang tayo. So, ayoko lang masyadong professional tayo in the backstage. Like, kasi nasa sa akin yung pressure, like, how would I enjoy the stage? So, I think it's very important talaga na you choose your best team para you will feel relaxed and you will get to where you want to be. Opo.
Thank you. Last question ko. Pa or mas Pinoy pa ang lumalaki abroad. In that kahit kasi anong gawin niya, will always reflect on his or her country.
Oh, I see. Okay, that's a very interesting question. Kasi what I've noticed is that the teenagers here in the Philippines are trying to be minsan yung copy, yung styling, which is that's good naman. And I think mas Filipino din talaga kasi ibang bansa because most of the time ang daming bonding ng Filipino community, Filipino society, na lagi kaming nagpo-promote ng Filipino culture. So, mas natututo yung mga younger kids, younger Filipinos na this is your culture, this is who you are. So, yes po, I feel like mas Filipino sila, pero we're all still Filipinos.
Salamat.
Thank you.
One moment. Going back lang po.
Thank you. I believe that I am a compassionate woman. Back when I was a child, it was just a dream being here in the Miss Universe Philippines stage. I doubted myself, but then I strongly believe in the power of self-belief, and I came here with purpose. And I just don't come here to get the crown. I came here to serve.
Shukran.
I
Shukran.
love you.
Nicole, what do you do in KSA?
What do I do at KSA? So, madami po akong, mostly nagsiserve po ako sa Filipino community. Nag-hosting, modeling, and also to share with you, I'm also a DJ. So, nagpa-play po ako sa Bahrain, or the last time I had was in Liverpool, in United Kingdom. I have a passion for music, especially house and techno.
So that's one fun fact about you.
Yes, it is.
That leads me to my next question. Give me 3 fun facts about you.
Okay, 3 fun facts about me. Yes, number 1 is that I'm a DJ. Number 2 is that I love to climb trees. And mahilig ako kumain ng saging na may suka. That's weird.
Actually, sobrang cowboy niya talaga.
Yes,
Okay.
opo.
Nicole, sa tingin mo, what is your edge sa ibang candidates ng Miss Universe Philippines?
What is my edge? Okay, I feel like we are all in the same level naman. I would like to say I'm better than them because I have this. I'm better than them because I have that. I feel like we all have purpose to get there. Kasi we all got that chance kasi we proved something before and now we have to prove it in a bigger stage, national pageant. So I feel like we all have the chance and I'm not better than anyone. We are all equal. Thank you.
Can I add?
KSA, right?
No, born in Cotabato City po.
Right, but you moved to Saudi Arabia because of your parents'
My
work.
mother.
Yeah. So, growing up, now that you're here in Miss Universe Philippines, how do you think your cosmopolitan background or your multicultural background has shaped your Filipino identity into the person that you are right now?
Half of my childhood, I grew up in Sarangani. I graduated my elementary days there as a valedictorian and started first year in General Santos City. So, back when I was grade 6, grade 4, grade 5, I keep competing for regional competitions for Filipino feature writing. It's really my passion to write about the Philippines and promote our culture, promote our history. So, feel ko doon po talaga nabuo yung love ko for Philippines. And my favorite part of Quiz B's subject is Filipino. Yes po.
That's nice. So what aspect of our culture that you are very most proud of, especially when living abroad? Na talagang nakita ka ng mga foreigners and you're very, very proud of this particular Filipino trait or characteristic or
Practice.
Practice. Yes, I would say the resiliency of the Filipinos. We're pliant as a bamboo, especially that I dealt with the OFWs na lumalaban pa rin sa buhay kahit mahirap na talaga sa abroad, knowing that we all just hear the successful stories, nagpapadala sila ng money sa Philippines, but they don't know what's going on abroad. They can barely afford a pack of rice para makasend lang sa family nila. So, mahirap po talaga, but that's life. That's why I am here for them.
with your level of success abroad, I wonder if you're still experiencing some sort of racial discrimination.
Okay.
Yeah, or parang how are Filipinos being looked upon there in that particular side of the world?
Okay, that particular side of the world. For me, with myself muna, I had some clients with my job before. I had American clients, European, British. So I would say they loved how I talk about my culture, and mostly of them have visited Philippines already because of me. So I would say that, yeah, everywhere in the world there is discrimination. So we just have to really understand this kind of people, that maybe they're not open into this, they're not open to that. So why would you waste your energy and time if they really don't understand? So you have to be just kind to them and make them understand our culture and our values and being a Filipino.
Thank you again.